going on, everybody? Jermaine Anderson here. In today's video, I want to talk about the top 10 questions that a client should ask their potential wedding DJ. Now, these is just 10 questions, in my opinion, that are important for clients to ask their DJs. I know there are more than 10 questions, but I just narrowed it down to 10 because I don't want to take forever in this video. So the first question that I usually recommend client to ask a DJ that they hire is, are they experienced? How many years of experience do they have? Especially with weddings, because weddings are the most difficult events, in my opinion. And usually the more experienced DJs know how to actually work the events better than a less experienced DJ. Not saying the less experienced DJs are going to be lousy. You actually do have some that are less experienced, but they are still good DJs. Now, if you're looking for a top-notch type DJ, you're probably going to look for somebody who probably have decades of experience, 10, 20 years of experience, especially with weddings. You usually have wedding DJ companies, usually an average probably about 10, 15 years of experience with weddings. So depending on what type of DJ you want, depending on, you're looking for the top elite type DJ or you're looking for the average DJ, it's good to ask questions of how many years of experience they have, because if you look for someone who don't have too much experience, it's less likely that you're going to find someone who is going to do a top-notch job. But there are some who actually will do a top-notch job, but it is good to ask experience if you're really looking for someone who definitely knows what they're doing when it comes to the event. The next question I recommend is to ask the DJ, how extensive is the song library? What kind of genres they cover? If you're looking for a DJ to play country music, for example, you're going to want to ask around and see if they specialize in country music, or do they specialize in R&B? Do they specialize in top 40? You have different DJs who may specialize in different genres. You even have some DJs who know a lot about music and play almost anything. But ask them, how extensive are the song lists? Because the song lists, if you look and find a DJ who has an extensive song library, chances are it's going to be better because you're going to cater to different people, different demographics. So I recommend that you get a DJ who has an extensive song list and have more songs. So if people want to request certain songs, they have the songs, or you have different genres, different eras like 80s, 90s, etc. So it's a good idea to ask the DJ, how extensive is their song library? What kind of genres do they cover? Do they do oldies? Do they do other eras? If any type of music that you want, ask them, okay, do you play this music, or do they have extensive song library? Next question is, do they MC and make announcements? Most DJs, especially wedding DJs, will do announcements and will MC and have good MC skills. So if you have a DJ who actually does MC a lot, does announcements, is not shy on the mic, very good with having someone actually making the announcements during the grand entrance and other announcements like that. Or if you have a DJ who doesn't do too much on the mic, you may have to find a relative or somebody to do announcements for you. So it's a good idea to ask that question when you hire your DJ. You want to get an idea of what your DJ does. So if there's anything that DJ doesn't do, you'll have to figure out what to do in order to fill in those gaps with what the DJ can't do. It's like, the DJ can't make announcements or don't MC like that, you may have to find someone to do that for you. So that's one of the questions that I recommend clients ask. The next question is, does a DJ have a backup DJ or substitute in case the DJ happens to get sick or has a family emergency or something like that? DJs should, especially good professional DJs, should have somebody on standby just in case the original DJ can't show up for some reason. I have seen stories where DJs who couldn't even show up to a wedding and leave the clients hanging, and then there's no DJ. That's the thing that you definitely don't want to go through with the client, is to hire a DJ and then the DJ is a no-show. Make sure that DJ has somebody who could actually come in his or her place, so in case the DJ doesn't show up, you have somebody else to show up. And you also make sure that substitute DJ knows what they're doing as well, because some of the original DJs may know what they're doing at the time of the event, but then the substitute doesn't. Then the substitute has to try to figure out what's going on. So that kind of fit in with this question that I'm just talking about. You may also want to add on, it says the substitute, will the substitute know what to do if you don't show up? So that's another question to ask the DJ. The next one is, does the DJ take requests or turn down requests? Now, I can tell you about myself. I take requests. I take requests from people. And do I play everything people request? No, absolutely not. Sometimes I turn down requests because maybe some songs may be too suggestive, may have too much profanity, or maybe something that probably offend people. But you kind of have to make a judgment call as a DJ sometimes, especially, you have an audience, and depending on your audience as well. You may have the Christian audience who are sure not going to want to hear anything sexual or something with profanity in it. It's about the audience. It's also about, making good judgment. If you have kids around, of course you're not going to play anything with profanity in it, things like that. But it's, DJs should take requests, because your DJs are there to serve the guests as well as the clients. So guests may want to hear certain songs, and sometimes DJs have to make sure that they cater to the guests. And you can't do it all the time, but most of the time you definitely could do it, especially there's a song a guest request and then another guest request, and there's songs people are requesting over and over again. You definitely want to make sure you have the songs and everything. So I definitely take requests, and I also turn them down depending on the circumstance or the time of the evening. Maybe there's a song that I'll say maybe I'll play later. Maybe there's a song I'll say maybe I can't play because it's not very appropriate, things like that. But ask your DJ, make sure whether or not your DJ takes requests. The next question is that, what is the rate? Do you rate by the hour? Do you rate by the night? For me, I have a set price for 5 hours. And for me, with 5 hours, it's usually a good time. Most of the wedding receptions I've done are 5 hours long. Sometimes they go longer, and I adjust things. If wedding reception is 4 hours long, then I'll charge for 4 hours. So, I do have a 5 hour set rate, but I can adjust it if in case something is early or if it goes over. And as it goes with the next question that I suggest the client should ask is, does the DJ work overtime? And the DJ may decide, if I work overtime, it's going to be an extra charge. And that's what I do as well. And sometimes people are having too much fun, and then it ends up being to a point where they want to go an extra hour. And I don't mind that at all. So I just say, I even put it on the contract that overtime hours is extra such dollar charge. So ask your DJ, do they work overtime? Do they charge for overtime or have some type of fee for overtime? The next question, does the DJ have liability insurance? I find this very important, because a DJ with liability insurance, that means that anything that happens within the venue, whatever happens to the DJ's equipment, if someone gets injured as a result of the equipment, that they're covered. A DJ who doesn't have liability insurance is really someone is really putting themselves at risk of getting sued, or if something happens to the venue where they're probably going to come after the client and saying that they have to pay for damages and things like that. But DJs with liability insurance, definitely make sure that DJ is insured. So in case something has happened to the venue or something like that, things get covered. Or, if a guest gets injured or something like that, and then things be covered. And next question, do you have a contract? Another important thing. Does the DJ have a contract? DJ should have contracts that state, the agreement between you and the DJ. If DJ don't have a contract, then I say probably not going to trust him or her, and you probably might want to move on. A DJ with a contract is just indicating that you got your set price, you agree to it, or you have some other terms and things like that you agree upon. And in case you say if something was to happen with the DJ not showing up or something like that, and then it says that the DJ was supposed to get a substitute DJ and never got the substitute DJ, and then you paid this money to the DJ already, then you say, oh wait, that's a breach of contract, because the DJ said he was supposed to bring in a sub, but then I paid this money and I'm not getting my money back, and that can lead to you can do what you want, file a lawsuit or something. But contracts are very important, that you have an agreement between you and the DJ, and everything is in writing. So if something does happen, you have a contract. Or even on the DJ side, if some client doesn't pay the DJ, he had the contract, he signed the contract, and the DJ didn't get paid, the DJ could take collection proceedings or something like that. Then the last question I have, does the DJ have backup equipment? This is another thing that I see sometimes in DJs, that they don't have backup equipment. If a DJ doesn't have backup equipment, happens to break down at times, and say a speaker blows, do they have a backup speaker? Or if the amp goes out, do they have a backup amp? Do they have a backup computer, backup controller? And in case something happens, they can still do the event and not have to shut things down just because the equipment shut down. It's definitely one thing, especially for professionals. Professional DJs usually have backup equipment. There's no problem. If something happens, they have a backup to keep things going. Amateur DJs usually may not have backup equipment, so if something goes out, it's pretty much the end of the party. So that's another question that I usually like to have clients ask the DJ is, do they have backup equipment? So hopefully these questions helped. And hopefully, a lot of you clients use these questions to ask to your potential wedding DJ. Hope these questions help out a lot and educate you as well. So that's it for the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to this channel, and also like on social media, and go on www.cypressandent.com.